Hey guys, Jack here. Hope you're all doing well. Today I've got some more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds footage for you. This is from last weekend and this was me playing solo in duos. So I would just kind of queue up by myself and sometimes I would get a partner, sometimes I wouldn't, but even when I did I didn't really play with them. So this was quite challenging but a lot of fun, and I wanted to show you guys some more footage of this game because the last video I did went down really well and you guys were all quite excited, like damn, this actually looks really good. So I thought I'd put together a video with some more highlights and kind of let's talk about why I think this game is good and why there's a lot of hype behind it. And fingers crossed, if the development goes as planned, it should be a very successful battle royale game that's addictive and it's got a long lifespan. So pretty exciting times really to be a gamer on PC. I don't know if there's any plans to bring this game out on console. Please correct me if I'm wrong if they've already announced that it's coming to console, but at the moment it's only on PC. But really, aside from something like Survival of the Fittest in Ark Survival Evolved, I can't think of any of these Battle Royale style games that are on console at the moment, but I think that this one has a real chance of being successful on PS4, Xbox One, as well as PC, purely because of the engine it's running on, which is the Unreal Engine 4, and there are already a ton of games running on that engine that are on PS4 and Xbox One. It's a very comfortable game engine that can run on consoles quite seamlessly. So fingers crossed for the console guys, because this is really something special if you ask me. I'm having a lot of fun with it and it's kind of my go-to game at the moment when I'm not working or if I'm bored and got nothing to do. It's just very addictive. You just jump in, you win, you don't win, you get killed early on, you get killed halfway through, and you just want to go back in straight away and just play and play. Now this situation here, this round was very cool. And obviously you can see it's raining, so there are different weather effects in the game at the moment, and it changes the atmosphere a little bit. But I've managed to get a couple kills already. I'm holed up in this kind of shop, and you can hear the footsteps. That guy was bound to notice me, so I had to drop him, but he's got his partner over there. And remember, I'm playing on my own now, so I don't really have anyone backing me up. But I think those two were kind of going around looting. And I'm sneaking around here just trying to back out. Now that guy over the road knows my position. Finish off his teammate. In duos there is kind of a knockdown mechanic, so if you're killed, or let's say all your health disappears, you go into a down state like you saw that guy was, and you have the opportunity there to be revived by your teammate. And of course if you're revived you can get back up, heal up again, kind of get another chance. But when you're in that down state you can be shot again and again, like I just did, and I killed that guy outright. So now his friend is around looking for me. Unfortunately I heard the footsteps there. Again, something that's very good with this game that I think a lot of other BR games miss. Footsteps. You can clearly hear footsteps in this game and get an accurate direction of exactly where they're coming from, and you can use that to your advantage, and that adds to the tactical element of the game. Now with this being a battle royale scavenger kind of game, there's obviously loot, and you can see here that I've looted the guy that I've just killed, and I'm going through all his stuff, taking his helmet, taking a few bits of ammo and things here and there. And you'll have noticed in there that the helmet and the vest I'm wearing have armor values, and I think that that actually gives you a bit more protection from gunfire, but they also have durability, so if you get shot in the helmet, your helmet eventually is going to break. Spotted another guy across the street here, and I just think, whatever, let's just engage him. And I think I hit him about 3 times there, but maybe he's got a decent bit of gear on him, so he didn't go down then. But I know he's going to be pretty low, just cover that angle off. But seeing as he's weak, I'm thinking, well, why not go rush him, see if we can finish him off. You never know what he's carrying, could be something good. On this occasion, I couldn't find him. He was probably just holed up in that building, bandaging maybe. So I'm about to bug out. The electric field which kills you if you're inside it is moving in. It's going to be here within 2 minutes and I can see it on my map, and I decide, you know what, we'll leave this guy, I can't find him, let's bug out and move along. Now this is a lot further on into the game. There's only 28 people left alive, and I've managed to sneak up to a supply drop, And the supply drops come in from an aeroplane, much like they do in all the other Battle Royale games. And in this one, there happens to be an M24 with an 8x scope. So that's a very high-powered sniper rifle. And this could potentially win me the game, because you've got such a big advantage when you have these kind of powerful guns. You take the risk going for them, but if you can get them, then totally worth it. At this point, only 17 alive, and the circle's getting very small. You can get other sniper rifles in the game, like the Kar 98, for example. I know you can find that just in a building, like as normal loot, but it's not as good as these military-style sniper rifles that you can get from the supply drops. There is another one over there, but I'm kind of sticking to the outside of the electric field there. You can see the blue on the map in the bottom right is where it's at the moment, and the white line right in the corner is where it's going to be. So I'm behind a load of people right now, and I hear gunfire. I don't want to engage just yet, because I know that as soon as I fire, people are going to know exactly where I am, especially when I'm this close to them. So I'm just stalking people. That's an easy shot for me, so I'm going to take that shot, and we've downed him. Now his teammate ran across to the right. I don't know if you noticed that, but I'm just trying to finish this guy off so he can't be revived by his teammates. And there it is. There's the 5th kill of the match. I'm looking out for his teammate right now. Where did he go? Probably behind one of these trees. So I'm going to move in a bit. The play area is becoming a lot smaller within like 5 seconds from now. So I've got to move. I've got to get within that white circle. Again, you can see I've placed a little marker there on the yellow map, so I know roughly where I've got to be. And it's going to start to get pretty intense now. I spot a guy next to a jeep. I'm going to take that shot. He's not moving. He's looting. He's down. Finish him off. Well, let's try to. And his teammate is on top of the hill, right at the brow of the hill. That just missed him. I slowed that down. That one hit him. I'm in the force field now, so I'm losing health rapidly. It isn't looking good. I attempt here to go for a quick bandage or first aid. Very unlikely that that's going to help me. And unfortunately, we died. The force field killed us there. But not bad for a solo game in duos. Very fun. If I was a bit more careful with my sniper rifle shots and hadn't been so trigger happy, then I definitely could have won that one. But like I said, you lose them, you go straight back in. And here is another really fun highlight that I wanted to show you guys, because there's just something about this game when the odds are against you and you manage to pull off a couple of kills against a team of players that have better weapons than you, and you're outgunned, but if you play your cards right, you can get the victory. My car's been turned on its side. It isn't looking good. I've only got a pistol, and they were shooting at me with automatic rifles there. I'm going to have to get out. I'm going to have to take these guys on. We managed to take one out so far. The other guy was shooting at us though. He hit us a couple of times. It isn't looking good. But somehow I managed to pull it off. And I was using the peripheral vision there from third person. I was using sound, and I was using the fact that I had a very close range pistol and he had a medium range AK-47. And I took that and I ran with it and I used it to my advantage there, and we managed to pull it off and get a load of loot. And I think it's those kind of heart-pounding moments that make this game so special. It's got the super hardcore tactical realism DNA that Arma has. The movement feels a bit clunky, but not so much so that it's annoying. The guns have recoil on them. You can't hold down the trigger. You really have to place your shots and think about where the next ones are going to go. But at the same time, it's actually on an engine that works, that performs well, that looks good, and the vehicles don't suck. It's just got this nice blend of fun, tactics, and intense gameplay. And I can't wait personally until the game is finished and released and it's got all the polish and all the bugs have been fixed, because I think it's just going to be very, very good, and I'm going to be playing it a lot. And I haven't even mentioned the weapon modification. It's quite simplistic, but you can pick up mods for your weapons. You can find them throughout the game world, like a foregrip, an ACOG scope, a red dot sight, an 8x scope, and that allows you to change the characteristics of your guns on the fly. Do you want a Kar 98 with a red dot sight on it and be that kind of medium close range guy with a really powerful rifle, or if you happen to find an 8x scope, you can then turn that Kar 98 into a sniper rifle. And you can pick up suppressors as well, and the suppressors really affect how loud the guns are. And if you can find, for example, a Kar 98 and stick a suppressor on it and an 8x scope, you've managed to retrofit a very, very powerful sniper rifle there that's going to be hard for people to pinpoint exactly where you are when you shoot at them. Of course, for me, in my opinion, it's not perfect, and I'd love to see a first-person only mode as well, because in the current vanilla build of the game, you can switch between third and first person, and first-person gameplay in games like this makes it even more intense. Obviously, with third person, you can do this kind of H1Z1 style peeking around corners and get a massive advantage on anyone that's rushing you. But if you're playing in first person only, you've really got to think about even more about your positioning. And if I peek, I've literally got to expose my body here, expose my head to look around this corner. There could be someone there. There could be a sniper behind a tree 300 meters away looking at me, ready to take my head off. That's what makes first person mode more intense, and I'm really looking forward to if they do that in the game. So I've been pretty positive so far about the game, and I've probably only played it for about 10 hours. So what does it need? Like, when this game is final and released on Steam, what does it need for players to keep coming back again and again and again to it? Well, it's kind of got the loot crate system in the game already, so there's loads of character customization, and if you go on the blog, you can see all these crazy costumes that they're going to add to the game, and accessories, helmets, Mad Max style, Assassin's Creed style clothing. So it's going to have all that kind of crate and character customization stuff that games like H1Z1 have. In terms of gameplay though, I think more variety, definitely. More weapons, more variety in the vehicles, and definitely a couple of different maps, because once you play on the same map again and again and again, yes, the map is pretty damn big, but if you play it enough, you're going to have seen every area and you're going to know every area. So regular map updates definitely going to be welcomed in a game like this. I think the game needs a vault button as well, or a vault animation, because there's some low walls that you can't jump over, but really I think you should be able to vault over them. And of course, performance. I want the devs to put an emphasis on optimizing the game. It does run pretty good for me, but then again, I have a Titan X and I'm playing at 1080p, and there are some areas like the town areas where there's a load of buildings and the FPS can tank quite a lot there, so I'd like them to kind of fix that stuff up, because you need good FPS when you're in gunfights. And there's a few bugs like this here. For example, I get out the car and I'm flying and somehow I got a kill. I would be so pissed if I was that guy. And once you get in that situation, you're stuck there, unfortunately. You just have to kill yourself or wait to be killed. But, you know, it's a solid foundation. This is an excellent start. As far as I know, the game has only been in development for like 9 months. And already they're at a state now where there's a load of Twitch streamers and YouTubers and just people playing the game who have bought it on early access. And they're absolutely loving this game. It's just got that something. I can't quite explain it, but it's got that something that makes it addictive. It's a good shooter, and you really give a damn about your character, even though you know that you can just die and load into a game again. When you get down to the last few players in a match and you really want to win it, and you get into a gunfight, whether that's a solo gunfight or a duo, 2v2, 2v1, whatever it is, your heart's pounding. You want to win. You want to be the team or the player that comes out on top. And when you die, it sucks. It really sucks. But you know you can just go in again and give it another shot. Because at the end of the day, you want to be the guy at the top of that leaderboard. I think that's really what it comes down to. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this new look at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down, and I'll see you in the next one.
'Cause it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing I can really say. I can't lie no more, I can't hide no more. Got to be true to myself, and it feels like